Lift your voice and raise that shout now. Just my love, child, anoint me to make you shout. Just my love, anoint me to make you dance. Ah, just anoint me to make you
Shout on my account too. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you guys are, what time it is that you're checking out the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. I hope that as we go through the Word of God and we share today, that we would learn something that will change our lives. Amen. Hope everyone's having a good start to their day though. We're gonna continue reading from the book of Genesis. So far we've started from we started reading the origin of the world, basically the creation story. We read about Adam, then we read about Noah, read about the flood, all of that. Then we went through the lineage again and we went down to Abraham. Read about Abraham, his relationship with God, his relationship with his wife, and his relationship with his kid Isaac, who then gave birth to Jacob and Esau. And we saw the early life, well, not really early at this point, I guess, but we saw parts of the life of Jacob. We didn't really hear too much about Esau. Excuse me. And the last thing we read, we saw that Jacob met with Isaac again before he died. Now we're gonna move on to chapter 36, I believe that's where we're at. And we'll move on to chapter 36. Keep on reading the story and see what's going on through the life of Jacob moving forward. So yeah, like I said, chapter 35 at the end talks about when Isaac died. Now, moving to chapter 36, says, now these are the records of the generations of Esau. So we're going into the lineage of Esau really quickly. It says, Esau took his wives from the daughters of Canaan, Ada, the daughter of Elon the Hittite, and Oholibamah, the daughter of Anna, the granddaughter of Zibeon the Hivite. So remember the first two wives that Esau got married to that were not pleasing to his parents, or they said they brought burden to. Let me get it exactly as it was written there. So it says, I shouldn't have this all the way up here. Makes it harder for me to see what's going on the main screen. Yeah, it says it brought grief. It brought grief to Isaac and Rebekah. Right here. It says when Esau was 40 years old, that's why I didn't want to say early life, because he was already, if Esau and Jacob were twins, and Esau was already 40 years old at this time, then it's not really early life, even though back in the day you can consider it early life because they used to live for a long time. We just saw Isaac die at about 180 or something. So it said when Esau was 40 years old, he married Judith, the daughter of Beri and the Hittite, and Basemath, the daughter of Elon the Hittite. And they brought grief to Isaac and Rebekah. So that's the context that I was trying to remind us about. Let's see exactly when Isaac died. Yeah, 180 years. I was right. Okay, now let's continue. So it says, also Basemath, Ishmael's daughter, the sister of Nebaioth, because we remember when Esau noticed that Isaac told Jacob not to marry from the land, he went and married another wife. Ada bore Eliphaz to Esau, and Basemath gave birth to Reuel. And Oholibamah gave birth to Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These are the sons of Esau who were born to him in the land of Canaan. Then Esau took his wives, his son, his daughters, and all his household, and his livestock, and all his cattle, and all his property, which he had acquired in the land of Canaan, and went to another land away from his brother Jacob. For their possessions had become too great for them to live together, and the land where they resided could not support them because of their livestock. This sounds very, very similar to what happened between Abraham and Lot, when Lot picked to go to Sodom and Gomorrah, and we saw how that ended. But here it says that nobody's arguing with anybody. It just says their possessions had become too great for them to live together. So Esau lived in the hill country of Seir. Esau is Edom. So Esau lived in the hill country of Seir. Esau is Edom. Let's see what the context is here. Why it's saying Esau, that is. Oh, okay. So earlier in this verse, it's giving us the definition of the name, but what does Edom mean? Okay, so 25 verse 30, it's spoken about before. Oh, therefore he was called Edom by name from the beginning when they were born. Ah, I forgot that. Interesting. Let's keep it going. So, verse 9, these then are the records of the generations of Esau, the father of the Edomites in the hill country of Seir. Okay, so they're trying to explain why they're called Edomites, because Esau is Edom. Beautiful. These are the names of Esau's sons: Eliphaz the son of Esau's wife Ada, and Reuel the son of Esau's wife Basemath. The sons of Eliphaz were Teman, Omar, Zepho, Gatam, and Kenaz. Timnah was a concubine of Esau's son Eliphaz, and she bore Amalek to Eliphaz. These are the sons of Esau's wife. So he had 3 wives, 1 concubine. And these are the sons of Reuel: Nahath, Zerah, Shammah, and Mizah. These are the sons of Esau's wife Basmath. And these are the sons of Esau's wife Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah, the granddaughter of Zibeon. She bore to Esau Jeush, Jalam, and Korah. These are the chiefs of the sons of Esau. The sons of Eliphaz, the firstborn of Esau, are Chief Teman, Chief Omar, Chief Zepho, Chief Kenaz, Chief Korah, Chief Gatam, and Chief Amalek. This might be the reason why we're getting this genealogy, but let's keep going. These are the chiefs descended from Eliphaz in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Ada, and these are the sons of Reuel: Esau's son, Chief Nahath, Chief Zerah, Chief Shammah, and Chief Mizah. These are the chiefs descended from Reuel in the land of Edom. These are the sons of Esau's wife Basmath, and these are the sons of Esau's wife Oholibamah: Chief Jeush, Chief Jalam, and Chief Korah. Now they got chief titles. These are the chiefs that descended from Esau's wife Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah. These are the sons of Esau, that is Edom, and these are their chiefs. These are the sons of Seir, the Horites, the inhabitants of the land: Lotan, Shobal, Zibeon, and Anah. Dishon, Ezer, and Dishan. These are the chiefs descended from the Horites, the sons of Seir in the land of Edom. And the sons of Lotan were Hori, Hemam, and Lotan's sister was Timnah. And these are the sons of Shobal: Alvan, Manahath, Ebal, Shepho, and Onam. And these are the sons of Zibeon: Aya, and Anah. He is the Anah who found the hot springs in the wilderness when he was pasturing the donkeys of his father Zibeon. And these are the children of Anah: Dishon, and Oholibamah, the daughter of Anah. And these are the sons of Dishon: Hemdan, Eshban, Ithran, and Cheran. These are the sons of Ezer: Bilhan, Zavan, and Akan. These are the sons of Dishan: Oz, and Aran. So there's Dishon, and then there's Dishan. Wow, very close names. These are the chiefs of these are the chiefs descended from the Horites: Chief Lotan, Chief Shobal, Chief Zibeon, and Chief Anah. So wait, these are the children of Anah. Okay, so this is the same Anah. All right. Chief Dishon, Chief Ezer, and Chief Dishan. These are the chiefs descended from the Horites, according to their various chiefs in the land of Seir. You know what's interesting about verses like this when we're reading just genealogy? I think this is a good way for people to remember that this book is a history book. So if you don't see things like this, it wouldn't make sense, because how else are you going to know what the genealogy is? Right now, if you want to know your history, what you're going to look at is you put your, I don't know what sample you give, and they're going to return to you, say you're half this, half that, half this, half that, you know, or, you know, you have your this percent, you know, Irish, this percent not. It's because of things like this where you're able to know your history, you know. This is the person, your great grandfather gave birth to this person, you know, stuff like that. So that's the point of all of this, just in case, you know, for someone who's been reading the Bible for a while and just wondering why we're reading all of this. And through some of these things, you can actually see the line of you could see exactly. What I was gonna say is you can also see the lineage of people like Jesus, people like David, these major characters. Did they just come out of nowhere and there was just this person? Even Noah, we could see Noah didn't just show up out of nowhere. We have the lineage from Adam to Noah, so you know what the history is there between them. Same thing between Noah and Abraham, you know what the lineage is. So it's not just someone just said something. And people usually don't write, when you're just trying to tell a story, you're probably not just going to try to make up history as well, you know, especially if you're writing it at that time. Anybody could be like, you're not my dad. What are you writing? You know, anyways, let's keep going. Now, these are the kings who reigned in the land of Edom before any king reigned over the sons of Israel. Bela the son of Beor reigned in Edom, and the name of his city was Dinhaba. Then Bela died, and Joab the son of Zerah of Bozrah became king in his place. Then Jobab died, and Husham of the land of the Temanites became king in his place. Then Husham died, and Hadad the son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the field of Moab became king in his place, and the name of his city was Avith, the son of Bedad, who defeated Midian in the field of Moab. Okay, I don't think we've got into that part of the story yet. Then Hadad died, and Samlah of Masrekah became king in his place. Then Samlah died, and Shaul of Rehoboth on the Euphrates River became king in his place. The Euphrates River was Rehoboth. Rehoboth is on this river. Interesting. Then let me actually highlight this. They don't have highlights on this side. I forgot. I think I do have highlights. Unless I have to highlight the entire verse. That's fine. Then Shaul died, and Baal-Hanan, the son of Akbor, became king in his place. Then Baal-Hanan, the son of Akbor, died, and Hadar became king in his place, and the name of his city was Pau. And his wife's name was Methetabel, and the daughter of Matred, daughter of Mesahab. Now these are the names of the chiefs descended from Esau according to their families and their localities. By their names: Chief Timnah, Chief Alva, Chief Jether, Chief Ohilabama, Chief Ella, Chief Pinon, Chief Kenas, Chief Teman, Chief Mibzer, Chief Magdiel, and Chief Iram. These are the chiefs of Edom, that is Esau, the father of the Edomites, according to their settlements in the land of their possession. It's interesting to see that we actually still have the genealogy of Esau, even though his birthright's been stolen. Let's read one more chapter here. Now Jacob lived in the land where his father had lived as a stranger in the land of Canaan. These are the records of the generations of Jacob. So we've got Jacob's genealogy as well. Joseph, when he was 17 years of age, was pasturing the flocks with his brothers while he was still a youth, along with the sons of Bilhah and the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. And Joseph brought back a bad report about them to their father. What's interesting here now is when they say in his youth. I wonder, because Jacob is not that much older than Benjamin. He was born when Jacob was still in Paddan Aram, but it wasn't long after that when we saw Jacob leave to come back to Canaan. Now I wonder, when they say youth, how young he really is. It says he was 17 years of age. So that means, wow, all of these things happened pretty fast then. Between when Jacob had, when Rachel gave birth to Joseph, when he went to Canaan, when he met with his father, all of that, this all happened pretty fast. All right, so it's saying Joseph brought back a bad report about them to their father. So who's the them he's talking about? It says Joseph, when he was 17, was pasturing the flock with his brothers while he was still a youth, along with the sons of Bilhah, the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives. So all the brothers, he came to give a bad report about them to his father. Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his other sons, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a multicolored tunic. And his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers, and so they hated him and could not speak to him on friendly terms. Joseph's bringing bad reports. They hate him. It's already going south. Then Joseph had a dream, and when he told it to his brothers, they hated him even more. What was this dream? He said to them, "Please listen to this dream which I have had. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and behold, my sheaves stood up and also remained standing, and behold, your sheaves gathered around and bowed down to my sheaf." Then his brothers said to him, "Are you actually going to reign over us, or are you really going to rule over us?" So they hated him even more for his dreams and for his words. Then he had yet another dream and informed his brothers of it. Is he trying to piss them off? Unless maybe they didn't show that they were upset about his dream at first. And said, "Behold, I have had yet another dream, and behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars were bowing down to me." Sun, moon, 11 stars. Okay. He also told it to his father as well as to his brothers. And his father rebuked him and said, "What is this dream that you have had? Am I and your mother and your brothers actually going to come to bow down to the ground before you?" And his brothers were jealous of him, but his father kept the matter in mind. Then his brother went to pasture their father's flock in Shechem. And Israel said to Joseph, "Are your brothers not pasturing the flock in Shechem? Come, and I will send you to them." And he said to him, "I will go." Then he said to him, "Go now and see about the welfare of your brothers and the welfare of the flock, and bring word back to me." So he sent him from the valley of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. A man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, "What are you looking for? I wonder who this man is." He said, "I'm looking for my brothers. Please tell me where they are pasturing the flock." That's very interesting that they talked about a man here. Then the man said, "They have moved from here, for I heard them say, 'Let's go to Dothan.'" So Joseph went after his brother and found them at Dothan. When they saw him from a distance, and before he came closer to them, they plotted against him to put him to death. They said to one another, "Here comes this dreamer. Now then, come and let's kill him and throw him into one of the pits, and we will say a vicious animal devoured him. Then we will see what will become of his dreams." Now, you see, if you remember, just a few chapters ago, when the king, I think in Bethel, his son slept with their sister, what they did to all the men in that land before they had to leave, you could already tell the kind of people these brothers are. They're not really right now seeming like, the father of many nations and people who are going to be who through them the world is going to get blessed. At least not right now. But Reuben, the same older brother, heard this and rescued him out of their hands by saying, "Let's not take his life," which is very interesting because Reuben is the firstborn. This is also the son who was, I believe, getting mandrakes way back when his mother said, "Do you want to take my son's mandrakes when you've already taken my husband?" I believe, I'm going to check it now. Okay, so it's Shechem. Was that the name of where they were? Yeah, it's just a few chapters before. Let's quickly go there. So first of all, so Shechem, the son of Hamor. So Shechem's the name of the person. I don't remember exactly where they were. Oh, so it is the city of Shechem. Okay, so it is the city of Shechem, and the person's name, the Hamor's son, was also Shechem. Interesting. Okay, so he didn't point out Reuben here. I wanted to see if where else Reuben's name came up, but I think Simeon. So now it came about on the third day when they were in the pain that two of Jacob's sons, Simeon and Levi, each took his sword and came upon the city undetected and killed every male. So these two sons, this was just these two sons that killed those people, not everybody. I thought it was all 12 of them. That's also an interesting thing to note. All right, let's go back to what we're reading for the day. All right, so it says Reuben heard this and rescued him out of their hands by saying, "Let's not take his life." Then Reuben said to them, "Shed no blood, throw him into this pit that is in the wilderness, but do not lay a hand on him, so that later he might rescue him out of their hands to return him to his father." So he had a plan. He's like, put him here, I'll rescue him later and return him to my father so that y'all don't kill him. Let's see how that pans out. Verse 23 says, "So it came about when Joseph reached his brothers that they stripped Joseph of his tunic, the multicolored tunic that was on him, and they took him and threw him into the pit. Now the pit was empty without any water in it. Then they sat down to eat a meal." Wow, imagine the hearts of these people. Take the boy, throw him into a pit, and then you start having a meal. Says, "But as they raised their eyes and looked, behold, a caravan of Ishmaelites was coming from Gilead with their camels carrying labdanum, resin, balsam, and myrrh on their way to bring them down to Egypt. And Judah said to his brothers, 'What profit is it for us to kill our brother and cover up his blood?'" So there's a second brother that's talking now. Reuben, we heard of Judah now. We've also heard of Simeon and Levi, the ones that are the brothers of specifically Dinah, who was the one that got raped. 27 says, "Come and let's sell him to the Ishmaelites and not lay our hands on him, for he's our brother, our own flesh." And his brothers listened to him. Then some Midianite traders passed by. Midianites, we remember we saw some of these Midianites that were descendants of Esau, which excuse me. So they pulled him out and lifted Joseph out of the pit and sold him to the Ishmaelites for 20 shekels of silver. So they brought Joseph into Egypt. Now Reuben returned to the pit, and behold, Joseph was not in the pit, so he tore his garment. The guy who had the master plan to come back and save him. He returned to his brothers and said, "The boy is not there. As for me, where am I to go?" So they took Joseph's tunic and slaughtered a male goat and dipped the tunic in the blood. And they sent the multicolored tunic and brought it to their father and said, "We found this. Please examine it to see whether it is your son's tunic or not." Then he examined it and said, "It is my son's tunic. A vicious animal had devoured him. Joseph has surely been torn to pieces." So Jacob tore his clothes and put on a sackcloth undergarment over his waist and mourned for his son many days. Then all his sons and all his daughters got up to comfort him, but he refused to be comforted. And he said, "Surely I will go down to Sheol in mourning for my son." Sheol means grave. So he's basically talking about he was sad enough that he said, "You know what, I will keep until the day I die, I'll keep mourning for my son. Don't try to comfort me." Says, so his father wept for him. Meanwhile, the Midianites sold him in Egypt to Potiphar, Pharaoh's officer, the captain of the bodyguard. May the Lord bless the reading of his word. That was a fun. We've had a lot of activity going on in these past few chapters. I'm sure we'll continue to enjoy it. If you got to listen to this, hopefully you got to learn something. I'll be here again tomorrow to share more on God's word and have conversations with you guys if you want to share your thoughts on what you believe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. God bless you.